Any lineup changes tonight, Dean?
No, just the goaltender.
So all this goes? Yes. You guys had a big response game on Saturday. Is it important now to just kind of keep that momentum going and see how the guys now are able to take a next step in the situation?
Yeah, it's easy for us to reinforce that, we had success because of how we played, right? It's nice to get rewarded. Obviously we didn't get some results when we played well, but, we thought that we did a lot of real good things in that hockey game. We get rewarded with 2 points. We need to continue to do that each and every night.
You guys have had some ups this season. You've had some downs. You've had some games you probably thought you should have won. You had some good performances you did win. You had the Colorado game. A lot of things have happened so far. Do you like the way your team has kind of stuck with it and what they've shown you through all of this?
Yeah, it kind of sounds like you're rehashing the whole year, right? It's only been a few games. So, but yeah, I think that maybe happens. I've been talking to some other coaches and players and people, and it's kind of been that way for a lot of teams, so we're no different. But yeah, do we want to have consistency every night? For sure. You're not going to win every night, but you want your consistent work ethic, and the work ethic that we've established as a team. We have to do that every night in order to win in this league.
You're in a stretch where I think it's like 5 or 6 opponents in a row that were playoff teams a year ago. I don't know if you focus on that a ton, but it has been a start where you're playing good hockey teams, and it's another one tonight. How much does that test your team coming out of the gate?
Yeah, I think this league is so good, right? I mean, every team has an opportunity. You see throughout the league some teams that weren't necessarily at the top of the league last year are playing extremely well. So, every night, it's a challenge. Every team has obviously great players, and every team's competing. So, if we do that, we like our chances of winning hockey games. We're a real good team. It's, if we have that effort, we'll give ourselves a chance. What do you want?
I was down there talking to the opposition. Just a question about penalties tonight and how much of a point of emphasis that is for you guys to stay out of the box and try to keep yourself 5-on-5 at least?
Yeah, 100%. We, especially some of the penalties that we are taking are not lazy penalties, but silly penalties, right? I mean, we know the slashes and the hooks are going to get called. I mean, so there's absolutely no reason for us to have our sticks up on people's bodies or on their hands in order to have that opportunity to take a penalty. We'll kill aggressive penalties, but those penalties we got to get out of our game for sure.
Well, and that's the cliche is that's the fine line of playing aggressively but not crossing the line, right?
Yeah, but that to me is not aggressive. If you're hooking somebody or you're slashing somebody, there's no reason your stick should be in the air. It should be on the ice. That's where the puck is, that you want to get it off someone's stick. That's the best way, or to hit them and go through their body with your body. You're not going to get a penalty that way. So, we can stay away from those. We'll be in better shape.
You were telling me the other night that you don't really think about it. You just let it rip at that point. You just shoot it.
Yeah, about shot, I don't want to say more about shot because I talk a lot like it's muscle memory for every player, I think, in NHL. I know exactly where it's net, where it's spots, and I just try to protect the puck and shoot. I don't think more like where I shoot. I know where I will shot today too. I know what I will do is goalie and what's my spots, because I can't shoot on one side. I can shoot only one side. I work only one side. I can shoot in different.
But you were telling me that you don't necessarily pick a spot in that instance, right? You just let the shot go.
No, I know what is. Yes, if you see my goals, I shoot only on glove side, always. It's the same thing, I just shoot on glove side. Now, why I talk about it, just doing that, because now goalie will ready. But, yeah, I try to shoot glove side first, and after see how the goalie will do. And now I have a chance for shoot glove side, and shoot glove side. Yeah. Didn't seem just glove side.
Is there anything that you can you can put your finger on as to why you're off to such a good start right now?
Say it again.
Is there any reason that you can find as to why you're off to such a good start right now through the first 5 games?
No, it's only for me. We need to win games. It's more important right now, and I don't feel like it's a good start, just normal start. And I just play in my way and try to help team win games. That's it. And teammates make good opportunities for me, and I work 4 months for like in summer for be good on the hockey rink, and I don't think it's like great start or whatever. It's just like normal things.
And you think it's the work that you put in the summer is starting to pay off, even right now, early in the year?
I hope so. I hope so. I don't want to say like a lot again, but yeah, I try to work hard in the summer. I think everybody here, everybody on our team try to work hard in the summer, and now we try to take some result after this work, and yeah, I just like don't think a lot about how good I started or how many goals I have. I just play my hockey my way, my style, and try to help my team and win the games.
Win. That's what's most important.
Yeah, I agree.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Last game, you get a big opportunity, getting to play with Zach. You play a number of minutes. Just what's that experience like when you know you're going into a game like that? You're going to have an assignment where your role is going to be expanded, and you're going to have a chance to play a lot of hockey.
Yeah, no, I think just take the opportunity and run with it. I think don't try and change anything. I just went in with the same mindset that I always have, and I felt like I did that well.
Yeah. Do you think about the fact that it's so you can't say you just do what you do, but do you have to do anything differently to prepare, especially knowing you're probably going to play some more minutes?
Yeah, I think it's just kind of. I think it's more mindset, kind of thing than preparation. I think preparation, physically is kind of always the same. We kind of have our routines, and then mentally, I think it's just you're going to play a couple more minutes, and you're going to. Be playing against their top line most likely. So I think, just that mental part of it is a little bit, but other than that, it's not too crazy.
Yeah. Do you embrace that challenge, knowing you're going to be playing pretty good players on the other side?
Yeah, I think that's, what gets you excited for the game. You're going against, the top guys, the guys that, you see win Stanley Cups like Point and those type of players. That gets you excited to go out against those guys. You want to play against the best. So that's, for me, that I love that part of it.
Yeah, and is there a little bit of it too? I mean, you know how good Zach Werenski is, a Norris Trophy runner-up a season ago. When the coaching staff trusts you to put you in a situation where you're going to be playing with him, does that mean a lot to you when you're kind of getting that opportunity?
Yeah, I think it does. I think it means a lot. I want to try, seize that opportunity and make the best of it, and learn from a guy like that. You learn from him in practice and stuff, and watching him from the bench. But playing with him, it's a little different. And, I think getting to see his reads and make reads off him, it's pretty cool to see a player of his caliber and be able to share the ice with him.
Yeah, with how good he is he easy to play with just because of the fact that just how good he is and the things he's able to do, or is because he's so good, is it almost harder to play with a guy like that? I don't know. Is there any sort of, how do you kind of figure that out in your mind?
Yeah, no, I think it's one of those things that makes the game easier for you, because he makes those plays and he makes those reads where it just seems so simple, but it's really not. But he makes it that way, so I think that part of it for sure.
Yeah. And the most important question of the day: how locked in were you last night watching the Jays?
I couldn't believe it. I had it on my phone, and I was just right locked in on it. It was pretty crazy. Yeah, I'm a happy camper today for sure.
Excellent. Yeah, just how exciting was it to you see that home run, and then you're sure you're probably stressing out watching the last couple innings.
Yeah, no, it was definitely stressful. I always think it's pretty cool when they bring in the starters in relief, and I was loving it when Gosman was in and Bassett hadn't pitched in a couple weeks, so it was unreal. I was super happy, and it's awesome to see them win. I can't wait to watch the World Series. Yeah,
you're a baseball guy. Do you think about situations like that? Are you almost like playing the game with them, or are you just watching straight up as a fan?
Pretty much straight up as a fan. But there's some things where I'm like, that was a nice play. Like that's tough to if you were in that situation, when I played, those are hard plays to make, and they make them look so easy. It's pretty incredible.
What has impressed you about Jet, just being a young goaltender so far, and just
Yeah.
everything he's brought to the table.
I think you see his, preparation every day and the things he does to, be ready to go every night. It's awesome, Shooting on him in practice and stuff, he's hard to beat, and he gets mad when you beat him. So, he's competitive like that, and yeah, he's got a bright future for sure.
Let's talk a little bit about how you guys are playing aggressively versus taking silly penalties and what that fine line is there. I mean, you want to be aggressive, you want to be competitive, but you got to stay out of the box, right? What is that fine line right there?
Yeah, I think, exactly. Aggressive is like not only just like physicality, it's just like being on top of pucks and just like being smart with making reads and forecheck-in, playing defensive zone coverage and everything like that. We just want to be aggressive in like our skating ability and everything in that regard too. So it's a fine line between all that, but I think we're doing a good job of that, especially last game.
How much of a point of emphasis is it so far through these first 5 games?
Yeah, it's one of our biggest points of emphasis because we feel of how well we can skate as a team, not only our forwards but our defense as well. So it's definitely a huge point of emphasis, and just try to keep it going.
Damon, obviously you scored the goal the other night. How impressed have you been with the way this team has been able to adjust to certain situations and come up with a big goal when you need it?
Yeah, it's we had a few games early for the first few where we had a tough time scoring. Got a couple goals called back against us, but it's big. Anytime you can kind of shift momentum and find goals, just not trying to force things. It was just kind of plays that were going to open up for us. We're going to get chances, which we have, and we just were able to bury a few more than we had in the past.
And what does it mean to you to get a goal like that?
It's nice to get your first of the year, obviously. Kind of get that good feeling off. Kind of get it off off the back and off the chest a little bit. It's like you get your first of the year, you kind of, okay, that's done now. You just move forward and keep playing good hockey.
Yeah, get another one tonight.
That's the plan.
All right.